like, you seem like a very private person. Like, how is it opening your life? Mostly what I can say is that I want my children to see the best version of their mother. I think about like my husband, I think about my children, and I am embarrassed. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time no see, but I'm super excited to be back here on my YouTube channel. If you guys are new, my name is Monroe Brooke. Some people call me Monroe, some people call me Brooke. I am she is me. If you hear noise in the background, my cleaning lady is here, so I apologize about that. But this is the only time that I had to film, so yeah. And I have all the time in the world to film now because I'm sick. I currently have the flu. Yeah. I recently got back to the US from being outside the country, and out of nowhere I just started to feel very ill. But the flu is running rampant around New York City anyway, so I digress. But we're here with the video. I'm super excited. This is actually the first day I started to feel a little bit better. The past few days I literally had body aches, like unbelievable. But I have Tamiflu, like the prescription, all that, so I'm good. But excuse my voice, excuse the noise in the background. Let's just get into this video because it's really important. So I'm pretty sure if you guys are a loyal follower of mine, you're probably wondering, where are all my videos? I get messages all the time. What happened to your videos? Where did you put your videos? Are your videos deleted? Why do we see them? Why do we don't see them? Why did you cancel the subscription thing that you have for your videos? Like, what is going on with your videos? Well, to be 100% honest, you guys, I deleted and privated 99% of my videos. And I'm gonna tell you why. So if you've been following me for a long time, you know I started this YouTube channel when I was like in high school. I was about 16 years old, 16, 17 years old. And yeah, so mostly what I can say is that the 16-year-old version of me is not the 16, 17-year-old version of me is not the 27-year-old version of me now. But yeah, so pretty much I'm not the same person that I was when I started the channel, and there are so many factors that go into what I'm about to tell you guys right now. I kind of explained it on TikTok earlier today while I was doing my makeup, which if you don't know, follow me on TikTok. It's the same name as my YouTube channel, but I do like makeup get ready with me on there. So honestly, just simply put, I'm not 17 anymore. I'm an adult, I'm grown. I don't do the same things that I used to do. I don't act the way that I used to act. I don't have the same hobbies or interests that I used to have anymore. And life just comes at you, and you have to literally just learn how to grow up. And I'm just honestly not in that place anymore. And that leads me into another point, is that progression is good. Like, I feel like how far I've come in life right now is at a whole nother level. I'm not where I want to be at every single place, you know, but as far as like maturity and like what's important to me and like my values and things like that, so much has changed for me, and I'm so grateful for that. To say, and I've always been the person where like I don't like to be stagnant, and like progressing for me is good, and like I don't want to regress, you know. I don't want to go back to the person that I was once before. I want to just consistently improve on me as a human being and learn from my mistakes and literally grow. Aside from like, you know, you all supporting me when my channel was at like the biggest it's been so far, I 100% appreciate all the support that I've ever gotten from genuine people who supported me. But I also know that on the other side of support and like a support system are people who watched to make fun of me, watched to judge me, watched to give their negative opinions about me and my life. And I think as I got older, and someone even mentioned it on my TikTok, like, you seem like a very private person. Like, how is it opening your life? So like for me, opening my life back then, it was super just like, I'm just like, I'll tell my story. This is my story. You take me as I am. It is what it is. I think the cleaning lady's leaving. She's really loud today. But yeah, I've always been that person where like, you either accept me as I am, or you just like, it's your problem if you don't accept me, right? But I was very open about my life, but keep in mind, I was only open about 60%. Like the other 40%, people didn't know what was going on. But we're not here to talk about that. But I just always felt like I just wanted to be my authentic self. I was young. I really didn't have much worries or cares when I was younger. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna be myself on the internet. People are gonna love me, they're gonna hate me. It is what it is. And I also feel like I was like in a phase of my life where like I didn't know who I was. I don't think anyone really knows who they are when they're young. Like we don't like to admit it, but we don't know who you are when we're young. Like we have to grow into the person that we want to be, you know. So now, right, looking back at the different versions that I was of myself, which was loud and like crazy, and like I kept it real and like told you guys all these stories about my life, which I still am a real person. Like I still am like very honest with people and things like that. I'm just a little bit more like reserved and introverted now. I look at those videos sometimes and I am embarrassed for my life. I'm embarrassed for my life. I'm embarrassed for my past life. I'm embarrassed for everything, you know. Like I can't, it's so crazy. Like I can't sit through an old video and like not be like, ooh. I'm like, I remember one time I was watching a video and I was just like this the whole time, like I was just waiting for like the anticlimactic part to happen. I was just like, ooh, all of this anticlimactic. So for me, like just watching those videos sometimes is super embarrassing because like I'm like the complete opposite of that now. And like I don't know, like I'm so grateful that like I changed for the better. But just like looking back at myself, I'm just like, woo, okay, now she's vacuuming. 1 second. But yeah, just in general, when I look back, I'm just completely embarrassed for my life. And I need to know why nobody cared enough for me to be like, girl, you sure you want to put that on the internet? And like you live and you learn, it is what it is. But I genuinely get embarrassed by a lot of the videos that I posted, so I just decided to private all of them. On top of that, like I feel like I want to be able to show, like, maybe that wasn't role models to some people, right? I want to be able to show me being my best self and the best version of me to influence other young women in the best way that they can possibly be, inshallah. And like that goes into me also, you know, having children, you know. I want my children to see the best version of their mother. I want my children to like be able to like look at me as a representation of someone who's, you know, well-rounded, you know. I don't want my children to ever feel embarrassed by anything that I've done or put on the internet. So I think it's better for me now to just like bring it back, bring it in. Yeah, I will have to answer to my children, and I will have to talk to my children about things that I've done, and you know, we all will one day. Same thing with God, we all have to be questioned by God one day, on the day of judgment. But you know, I just want to set the best example, not only for like supporters who have grown with me. Like there were people watching me in middle school in their 20s now. They're in their 20s now. Like I had someone tell me like, oh, I used to watch you when I was in middle school. I'm in my 20s now. I'm just like, girl, you grew up with me. Like what? But yeah, I think about that. I think about like my husband, I think about my children, and I don't want to set a tone where they will look at me with the side eye. That also plays a big thing with my religion, right? If you guys don't know, I am Muslim. I took my shahada in 2017, alhamdulillah. And the closer, okay, now we got a helicopter. The closer that I come with my faith, I'm realizing a lot of things that I put out there are just not to a good representation of my belief, my faith in Islam. And it's certain things that are in the Quran and within Islam that states, like, you know, when you put your sins out there, your sins are multiplied. So things that I've done, even though this happened before, all these things happened before I converted to Islam, like, I just don't want that information out there for people's entertainment, as for it to be laughed at, mocked at, when it makes me very uncomfortable in the place that I am now with myself and Islam. So I just, that was the main thing for me. Like, I just didn't want that to be public. And, you know, I really thought about it for so long. Like, you know, is it worth being uncomfortable with a version of you that no longer represents you being out there, versus a version of you that's positive and, you know, on this walk of faith, you know, on her deen, trying to be closer to her religion and walk in the faith and walk closer to Allah, versus someone else's entertainment? Like, which one is more important? Like, and this is definitely not the most important. This one is for sure. So I just had to make the decision to private a lot of videos, which alhamdulillah I did, whether they were sponsored videos, non-sponsored videos, whatever the case may be. I took the initiative to delete the videos off of my channel, and it is what it is at this point. And I hope you guys can support my decision. I hope you guys can understand my decision, and just stay tuned for so much amazing things to be on my channel. And I know I said this plenty of times before, but I feel like the place that I am in my life right now, I'm ready to come back to YouTube with a refreshed state of mind, refresh outlook. And I don't know if you can tell, but I mean, look at me. Like I think I'm radiating the joy about life and YouTube right now on camera, and just in general. Like, not even through the camera, just me as a person, like just how I ever walk around in my everyday life. Like, this version, I'm ready for it to reveal this version of me to you guys, and I hope you guys are ready for that. So I'm sending them a love, light, and positive energy your way, and inshallah we will speak in the next video.